piecewise defined functions. And last period it did that like 4 times, so just be ready for it to do it like a bunch of times today. All right, we are piecewise defined functions, and we are going to answer the question, can I build a function piece by piece? Problem 102, often a situation cannot be described using a single function. When multiple functions are used to describe a situation, the function is called a piecewise defined function. The Horizon Phone Company offers a basic monthly voice plan where customers pay a low monthly fee, but they must pay extra if their calls exceed the maximum number of minutes. The graph at the right shows how the plan works. Okay? So over to the right is this graph, and it looks like your bill would be $40, and it's starting roughly probably like 400-ish over here, and then once you get to 450 minutes, it jumps up. Once you get to 52-ish minutes, it jumps up. So each of the minutes over 450, your price, or your monthly bill, your charge, however you want to say that, is going to go up in cost. Okay, so for part A, they want us to describe the plan in detail, how many minutes are included in the monthly fee, and what is the charge for the extra minutes. Okay, so based on this over here, the plan looks like it's $40 for the first 450 minutes, and then every minute after that, they're going to charge you 50 cents for every minute. Okay, so base plan is $40, and then anything over 450 is going to be 50 cents per minute. All right, part B says write an equation for the first piece of the graph, and what is the domain? Okay, so the first piece of the graph is just 40, so y is going to be equal to 40, and that's going to be if you do 0 amount of minutes, or if you do 450 minutes. Anywhere in between those minutes, your bill or your charge for the month is going to be $40. Okay. Part C says use the graph and your description of the plan to write equations for the second and third pieces of the graph. And then they want you to write the domain for each of them. Okay? So the second part of the graph is going to be $40.50. That's when you're going to have more than 450 minutes and less than or equal to 451 minutes. Then the third section of the graph is going to be $41, and that's when you're going to have 451 minutes between 451 and 452 minutes. So part D says, does the graph represent a functional relationship? And explain. All right, so for this part, you're going to say yes. The open circles in the graph, do you see how some of them are open and some of them are filled in? What we call closed. So some are open, some are closed. So the open circles mean that they're not exactly equal to, and they're technically not part of the graph. So in this particular case, there's only one output for every input. One output for every input. That's key. The one output for every input is basically what will define whether your function or your graph, however they're presenting it to you, is going to be a function. Okay? Down at the bottom, part E says this kind of piecewise defined function is called a step function. And why do you think it has that name? What other situations can be modeled with the step function? So each piece of the graph is going to step up from the last. Okay? Can anyone think of another situation that would be modeled by this type of graph? Let me unfreeze it. The top of the next page, question 103 says, draw a complete graph of each of the following piecewise defined functions. It may help to make a table first. All right, so we're going to do part A, and this is why I asked you to have 3 different colors. So if you have 3 different colors, great. If not, it's okay. It'll still look good. Morning. All right, so for part A, we have the graph is going to be 3 from -4 until -2. And then the graph is going to be -1 from -2 to +2. And then the graph is going to be 5 from 2 to +5. Okay, so I did each of mine in 3 different colors. So the first one in blue is going to be at +3. So you can see that I made mine at 3. And it goes, both of these have what we call closed circles because they both have equal parts right here. So all the way from -4 to -2. And the points are filled in, what we call closed. The second inequality I graphed in green down here. And it says that the graph should be at -1 from -2, but it doesn't have the equal part, so I left my circle open, or my point open, all the way to +2, which does have the equal part, so that end is closed. Okay. That's the second graph. And then the third graph I graphed in pink, and it should be at +5, which is way up here. Open circle at +2 because there's no equal part. Closed circle at +5, and then fill in the graph that way. Okay. Any questions on part A? Okay. I'm going to shrink it so we can see both part B at the same time. Move this over. Okay. Part B has 2 parts to the graph. I did the top one in brown and the bottom one in red. So if you have 2 colors, that would work great. So this piecewise function has 2 parts. The first part is 2x minus 5. So 2x minus 5 is part of the line going this way. If it didn't have limitations on it, it would keep extending this direction. But the limitation on it is that it is going to be that graph when x is less than or equal to 1. So I'm going to close that circle at 1, -3, and then it's going to go this direction to infinity, that direction. And then the second part of the graph, or the piecewise function, is x minus 3 squared plus 1, which makes it a parabola because it's quadratic. And that's for all the values that are greater than 1, but not equal to 1. So I left the point open and drew in the rest of the parabola and filled in the 2 parts of my piecewise function. Okay. Elisa is training to run a 5-mile fun run. One day she runs from her house to her friend Anna's house 2 miles away. Elisa talks to Anna for 10 minutes while she stretches, and then she runs home. Part A says Elisa runs at the pace of 1 mile in 10 minutes on the way to Anna's house. On the way home, she is tired, so she runs at a pace of 1 mile in 12 minutes. Draw an accurate graph of her distance from home over time. Okay? So, it takes her 10 minutes per mile, but she runs for 2 miles to her friend Elisa's house. So if 1 mile takes 10 minutes, 2 miles is going to take 20 minutes. So at 20 minutes, she's going to be 2 miles. So that is the first part of our piecewise that's in orange. Okay. Then she stops. Basically, she's talking to her friend. She's not running. She's stretching. She's just kind of staying in one spot for that 10 minutes. So it's flat right there, right? Her distance from home is nada. It's the same. Staying flat as you can, okay? Then, while she's running home, she's like, oh boy, I'm a little more tired, so she goes a little bit slower. So 1 mile is going to take 12 minutes, so 2 miles should take her another 24. So from here, which was 30 minutes have passed, now we need 24 minutes from that, which would be about 54. So this green portion of the piecewise function takes a little longer to get home than it did to get to her friend's house. And so that second leg is a little bit wider, okay? Part B says, should this graph be discrete or continuous? It's going to be continuous because the both distance and time are going to be continuous. Her distance won't just randomly drop back to 0 in the middle of it. She's going to stay at a constant distance from home the whole time. Okay? So for part C, they want us to write the piecewise defined function to represent this graph that we came up with. And I did it by color. So the first orange part, or the first part of the graph, which I did in orange, she ran a 10-minute mile. So that's 1/10 x. And she did that for the first 20 minutes. So from 0 to 20 minutes gives her a distance of 1/10 x. Then the top part of the graph, where she was talking to her friend and stretching, she stayed at 2. 2 miles distance from home. That was from 20 minutes to 30 minutes. And then on her way home, she ran a little bit slower and she shrank the distance to her house, right? Here she's growing the distance from her house. Here she's shrinking it. So this one's going to be negative 1/2 x plus 9/2. And that's from 30 minutes, and it takes her 24 minutes to get home. So between 30 and 54 minutes.